people are saying that we're on the verge of an economic recession, if not a depression. And I thought that for a while there was a sound basis to it, but I really didn't understand the reasoning or the logic behind it. And now I kind of do. People are saying that right now there's a stock market bubble. And what that basically means is that the standard trend of the stock market has been deviated from. And there are lots of reasons for it. The two main reasons that come to mind is the fact that high yield bonds, junk bonds, have soared to consume $500 billion in the market annually. And a good way to think about a junk bond, it's kind of like putting junk food calories in your body that have no nutrient value. Because essentially, a junk bond is capital that consumes place on the market, but it has no intrinsic value. It's simply there, it consumes space on the market, but it does nothing. It adds no value to the stock market. And junk bonds just cause mass inflation. The other thing that people are talking about is the fact that the federal fund rate has been increased to over 1%. What that essentially means is that the interest rate in the United States has went above 1%. Essentially, we're entering a period where, in terms of real estate, we're seeing a seller's market in this country like we haven't seen since 1986. And that's great and it's wonderful. But the whole problem is, we'd rather have that come about holistically or naturally as opposed to a government created deviation from the stock flow. And the problem that's going to arise is this. In the early to mid 2000s, the Bush administration hiked up the interest rate to above 1%. And I'm not saying that was the whole cause or even part of a cause, but that was certainly the hair that broke on the camel's back in terms of causing the ebb and flow of the 2008 recession. So I will say this, and I will conclude this video with this, and this only in mind. In the next 9 to 11 months, we're going to see an economic downfall that hasn't been seen in at least a decade. And the way that you prepare for that downfall is simple. You make sure that the majority of your money is in debt equity, meaning bonds that won't mature for at least the next 5 to 10 years. Ride out the wave. And after you ride out the wave, what do? You invest in real estate, because real estate is going to be dirt cheap, just like it was in 2008. And with that, I conclude.